So on the first day of the solstice, the 21st of December, the sun will move into the constellation that we call the crux. And the crux is a cross. So the sun will be crucified. Hey everyone, so for the first time ever, I've got a camera lady for my music. So Fritzy's videoing me while I drive. But I'm doing this because before I left, I did a video about the Nativity. And tomorrow is the beginning of the Winter Solstice. And it's really important to me that I explain. So many people have messaged me. I've even had a nun message me about my Bible musings this year and how they've helped her to understand things and have a better perspective, a different perspective that she needed. And I've had that with lots of other people. So tomorrow's the Winter Solstice, and for those of you who don't know what that means, it's the shortest day of the year, and the sun will basically on the equator not rise for 3 days, and then on the 25th it will rise again. So this ties in to the Bible and how the Bible works. So on the first day of the solstice, the 21st of December, the sun will move into the constellation that we call the crux. And the crux is a cross. So the sun will be crucified as it enters that cross. Now, as it does that, it's just come out of Sagittarius and Capricorn. Now, in esoterics, those two star signs are categorized as the betrayers or the thieves, because all over the planet, whilst those two star signs where the sun is sitting, there is no harvest all over the planet, so they are the thieves. They steal the harvest from the whole of humanity at that time of the year. So as the sun enters the crux and is crucified, it is right next to the two thieves, just as Jesus was crucified between two thieves on the cross. So then the sun does not rise. The sun sits in the bowels of the earth for 3 days. So it sits in the tomb, just as Jesus did. Then on the 25th, the sun is resurrected, just as Jesus was. Then when the sun is resurrected, it is born between Sagittarius and Capricorn, the horse and the goat. So it is resurrected, but it is born in the stable. So there's another layer to the allegory there as well. The other thing that happens in the night sky is on the 25th of December, the sun rises in line with what we now call Sirius B. Now, at that point as well, Orion's belt then lines up with Sirius B and the sun. Orion's belt used to be called the Three Kings, and Sirius B was called the Bread Maker, which in Hebrew is pronounced Bethlehem. So the sun, which is resurrected on Christmas Day, or is born on Christmas Day, just as Jesus was, lines up with the Three Kings in Bethlehem. So it's a multi-layered allegory, because what I've tried to show in my other videos is that which happens in the literal story of the birth of Jesus also must happen inside of you, and must also happen in the night sky. And it progresses from there as well. If we count forward 30 days from Christmas Day, the sun will enter Aquarius, and Aquarius used to be called Baptismo. And Baptismo, meaning baptism, is the sun being baptized. Now, Jesus was baptized at the age of 30, just as the sun in the sky is baptized on the 30th day. Then you move on from there. You move in the Bible, Jesus takes his disciples to become fishers of men. because the sun moves into Pisces, the fish. Then at Easter, everyone eats lamb because they think there has to be a burnt offering. And again, it's nonsense, because the burnt offering is Aries being burned up by the sun. That is why people eat lamb on Good Friday, which is stupid, because the Bible said, I do not enjoy blood sacrifices. So if you eat lamb in the sake of religion, you're going against what God asked for. He said he does not want blood sacrifices. This is the problem with literal interpretations in the Bible. But as I've said, all this journey happens within you as well, and you must be baptized by entering the higher levels of consciousness, and then your energies move from the right hemisphere or from the east. The right hand of God, the promised land, is in the east. The star rises in the east for Buddha. Just as the same as in the night sky in the summer, then the sun moves to the eastern hemisphere and summer comes to the earth. That which plays out in the night sky must play out inside your body. And that which plays out inside your body and the night sky plays out in the story of Jesus. So tomorrow is the start of the winter solstice and the beginning of Christmas. And tomorrow the sun will be crucified. And on Christmas Day it will be born again. And this is not something that you should take as someone saying there is no Jesus or anything like this. What I'm saying is that which happens in that literal story must happen inside of you, and must happen within the universe, within the solar system, within the night sky as well. And that's the beauty of it. If it's just a literal story, it doesn't help anybody. But if it can happen in you, and virgin, pure consciousness, untouched by human thought, can be born inside of you, which is what Jesus represents, then the world can be a much different place. A much different place, because everyone can be much more loving, and everyone can stop being driven by their five senses, their animal senses. So that's my little bit on the winter solstice and the birth of Christ, because they tie in as one. And just to add to that as well, if you look into Greek numerology and the fact that Jesus' name used to be Yeshua, they changed his name to the pronunciation Jesus, but spelled differently in Greek. And that name in Greek numerology adds up to 888. And 888 is the number of the sun in the sky. So the birth of Jesus is the birth of the sun, starting from the Virgin, Virgo. So, okay. So that's my first ever camera lady Bible music. So thank you, camera lady. But make use of what I'm teaching. Go into meditation and give birth to the virgin consciousness inside yourself.